those who feel like they should show me my way back to Africa because I said in this video something that they do not like to hear, I am sorry, but I am not leaving. I love Germany more than I hate it, and that alone is a good reason for me to stay in the country. Let's get into reason number one, the bureaucracy. German bureaucracy is so complicated. If you are going to be involved in any sort of way in a serious conversation with a German official, be prepared to go bananas with the amount of paperwork that is going to be involved. A deal here is only considered a deal when it is in black and white, on paper and in its original form. Laminated or punctured documents are most likely going to be rejected.
So leave those back at home.
I know this especially because when I came here, my first experience with visa applications in Germany were just very hectic. I went nuts, you guys. The specifics, the complication, you guys, it is insane. Everything will be in German. The long words, what do they mean? That's your problem to solve, honey. Nobody is doing that translation for you. You are going to figure that out on your own. And that makes you just want to give up. We got married in Denmark because of all these complicated requests. German wanted way too much and we could not deliver. They were asking me for documents that I didn't even know existed. Some that I had submitted long time ago. Like, why should I resubmit?
They want them to be updated.
And all in their origin form. Mind you, these are documents I can only get from Zimbabwe. It was Corona time and things in Zimbabwe don't work through the embassy. Some of us come from countries where things are just simplified and complicated matters scare them all away. I remember calling the embassy. They got tired of me. I had different names of these papers. I had to translate them. They just didn't know what I was asking for. I got to a point where I just gave up and thought, you know what? Denmark was the solution. We could not get married in the country of our residence only because of the specifics, the strictness, and the complication. And wait, it is not over yet. The correspondency that's involved in all that is just overwhelming. Paperwork from left to right, letters back and forth, week in, week out. I have never in my life received so many letters. Letters are still the main form of communication here, which in my opinion is a waste because in most cases these papers end up in the trash bin, especially if they are not important. For example, envelopes. Who is going to be keeping envelopes? Bestätigungs, Rechnungs from Amazon. Why does Amazon have to send me a Rechnung? I paid, for Christ's sake. And even more so, they can also send it via email. Otto, Sparda-Bank, like all this correspondency, I feel like they can be done via email. And then at least all the important documentation that needs to be exchanged in origin form can be sent to you via post. That definitely does make sense. The consumption of paper in this case is just too high, and that can be avoided in my opinion. While we are on that, I just wanted to warn you, when we are talking about throwing away paperwork, be careful what you throw away. Never throw away important documents. If you are not sure, rather you keep it. You never know the importance and you never know when it's going to be needed. I misplaced a lot of important paperwork, you guys. My car insurance paperwork, pay slips. I threw away pay slips, you guys. I know that sounds ridiculous, but you know, in the past I never really had to document those. I never really had to apply for things or be involved in like big things in that sense. So I never really understood the importance of this paperwork until we had to do tax declaration. You guys, my husband went crazy. He went crazy about this. I had no idea where these things were, misplaced, no trace, no explanation. So we had to contact all these institutes to get new copies sent out to us. And guess what? That is not going to be done for you here in Germany for free. It comes with a price, and that's definitely going to ban. Nowadays, on a daily basis, on a regular basis, I do documentation. I put together my paperwork. Everything I receive, like in a month, I try to put it back in together. Like that, I do not lose important documentation. So guys, take it for me. Paperwork is important. Don't throw anything away. This almost costed me my marriage. Yes, German people don't tolerate such carelessness. They love good organization. So that day was really shocking for my husband. He was very mad. He was really mad. Number 2 on my list is prescriptions. The fact that here in Germany you cannot get prescriptions over counter. Here, everything that you need medication wise, you have to go through Dr. Bob. Your doctor is the middleman between you and medication. You need to let your doctor in on all your secrets, you guys. All your secrets. If you're gonna go out there and do your stuff, come back in the morning, need a morning after pill, I don't know. I'm assuming for that alone, you need to go to a doctor. Your doctor has to be involved in any medication issues that may arise for you. And I find that to be very inconvenient because there are these little things, these little issues that you can simply just go off and go to a pharmacist and get a quick prescription. My opinion on that is less complicated issues that you can simply deal with without having to see a doctor should be easy to solve with the pharmacist. But yeah, this is not what pharmacists here in Germany do. You have to go see your doctor and your doctor has to do what he has to do. The next one for me is the rules. Don't get me wrong, you guys. I love that here rules are rules and rules are respected. That is actually really one of the reasons why I moved here. Enforcement makes living in Germany safe, and things here, almost everything in the country works because of that. But come on guys, let's be honest. Some of these rules are overdriven. They are stupid. They don't make sense. It feels like abuse of power. Take for example, don't cross the streets if the traffic light is still red. Honestly speaking, I feel like if there is no car on site, if it's clear, why not cross over? Here in Germany, you are not allowed to cross when the traffic light is red. You have to wait for the green light, honey. If you take your chances and you are caught, you are in trouble. And in the cases that you manage to get away with that, you will deal with the steering. Nobody's going to be communicating it to you. The power of the eye. You yourself will notice this and you are going to fix yourself quietly. And I'm sure you will not do that again. Then the rules that come with owning a house. House owning in Germany is nothing like what I have ever imagined. I don't even know where to start with this. There is just a lot of rules around what you can do and what you can't do. For example, those luxurious carports that we see in America on television, you cannot just go out there and decide that you are building one for yourself. In Germany, there's going to be rules around that. How does your carport affect your neighbors? How high should that be? And how far from the streets can you build it? There is an application for that and you need to wait until you're approved to go ahead. This for me is just like crazy. Why can I not speak to my neighbors? If my neighbors are fine with that, why can I not just go ahead and build the carport that I like? I understand when it comes to the distance from the streets, but the neighbors, they should be able to build what they like, and you should be able to build what you like. There's this whole like story about blocking sunshine. In the end of the day, here in Germany, most houses are actually spaced out very widely. There is room for sunlight. It just doesn't make sense why you need to go through all that, or why you should be so limited. I just feel that it's just unnecessary limitations. And oh, here's a funny one. As a homeowner, you are not allowed to clean your car on your property. Yes, you guys, you cannot do that. You need to have an oil abscheider to be able to do that. Without that, you are not allowed to wash your car on your property. What that basically does is, if there is any leakage, that leakage should be able to drain out through that oil abscheider. It's insane. In the end of the day, while parked, it is possible that your car can simply leak oil. So what difference does it make whether you're washing it or parked? There are definitely going to be instances where your car is just leaking oil, and that happens one way or the other way. It just doesn't make sense, to be honest, you guys. Number 4 is customer service. The indifference. Man, you are going to be shocked when you come here and you have to be involved in a situation where you need service. In Germany, that doesn't exist here. In your country, yes, not in Germany. Don't be going around signing up with Telkom, Vodafone, and think that they have your back. They don't. I remember this one time we had internet problem, and my husband was like dealing with these people like the whole time. And I was like so unsatisfied because there was nothing coming out of it. We kept having internet problems. So I was like, you know what? Let me call them. I will show them. I will put them in their place. Like, they will see me today. My husband was sitting there like so calm, actually laughing at me. He was laughing at me like,
girl, nothing comes out of that.
I get on the phone and I'm talking to this guy. I'm like so furious because you could feel how like so uncaring or unattentive they were, right? So I lose my cool, you know, like you would in any other country. Like if a customer would call and start going crazy, they are going to see that that customer is treated well and calmed down. But that was not the case here. The guy hung up. Like I literally was left on the phone talking to myself. That was unbelievable, you guys. I have worked for over 10 years in the customer service industry, and I've never seen such, and I've never done such a thing to anyone. I was shocked. So coming here thinking that you are going to put people in their places, you know, screaming is going to solve something for you. No. No.
They will see me.
See who? Like who, girl? You will see them. You will see them when they hang up on you, because they will do that. They would do that. Customer service here is 0. I would rate it -0 on a scale of 100.
Da kann man nichts machen.
Those are words you need to get familiar with, because you will hear them very often. The next one, you guys, is the Ruhetag, Sunday Ruhetag. I don't understand this concept, really. Like, okay, for the people that are working, fine, makes sense. But I'm not working, and that is definitely an inconvenience for me. I'm joking, you guys. But yeah, I feel like just having like a few stores on Sunday that are open is really going to be helpful. There are times that one can just forget something that they cannot live without on a Sunday. For example, I have had to pay 4 euros for salt, y'all. 4 euros for salt in a gas station, to put that on my Saturday list. What about when I forgot to buy tissue? Toilet paper, you guys. That is really like one last thing you want to forget on your list. I've had it already the hard way, and that, my friend, is a story for another day. We don't want to get into those details. But take it from me, never ever forget your toilet paper, because not every village has a gas station nearby. I really think it is in these moments where that backup open store would like come in handy. It's really something that I just think is important, because yeah, mistakes are common, you know, and I'm sure I'm not the only person who has forgotten something and had to, like, you know, spend more for it, or maybe visit a relative to borrow salt, or knock on the neighbor's door.
Can I get some salt?
I don't know, but it happens. It just happens. That's why I do not favor this Sunday Ruhetag. Last but not least, spicy food. What does that even mean in German? What is spicy food? What do you guys mean when you say Scharf in the menu? Like, quite misleading, I would say. In Germany, don't let the word Scharf fool you. Scharf means a little bit more of salt and pepper, in my opinion, because there is nothing like Scharf here. Germans would literally die if they had to eat spicy food. It is not a thing here. Christian used to sweat and turn red when I cooked for him in the beginning. So if you have your Scotch bonnets, save them for your kitchen, and definitely far, far away from German people, because hey, it's unlike our countries where almost everybody has experience with these spicy hot things. Here it's definitely going to be a few people that can handle it. And if you see anything in the menu that says Scharf, don't be fooled. Don't be misled. It's probably a little bit of shishito, because it is rare here in Germany for people to eat hot food. So that's it for my video, and those were the 5 things about Germany that I just don't like. I wish things could be a little bit loose when it comes to the rules, a little bit of relief when it comes to paperwork, you know, like all these long words, gigantic words. It's overwhelming. It's definitely something that a lot of people would struggle with, you know, coming into the country. Yeah, things like, you know, like hot food are minor problems, but of course I wish it was like in South Africa, where nearly every restaurant, you know, has that option. You guys, your support towards my channel in the past weeks has been amazing. It has been mind-blowing, and I'm so grateful for that. Please give my video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment, share, and subscribe, you guys, because I'm now on my way to 1,000 subscribers. I feel confident we can do it. Stay with me, stay supportive. See you guys on the next video. Love you all.